Did I get this close enough to the camera for you? It's the Corvid Mini. Yes, it is. I did a video on the Corvid Mini. There's a Corvid Mini. See, that's G10. That was, check it out, 154 cm. Koch Tools design. Now, this one is titanium with S35VN. It's the Mini Corvid. And like I said, zoom, zoom, zoom. Koch Tools. Wow. We got to get up close and personal with this. It's not very big. It's small. It's much smaller than the regular Corvid. How this is not a Corvid XL, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think they call it that. I think they just call it, well, they do. They call it the Corvid XL. Okay. So there's not a Corvid. There's a Corvid XL and a Corvid Mini. And woo, that is a big difference. Of course, I dyed the scales on this one. But whew, this is an absolute hoss. That's crazy, isn't it? This is definitely small. Definitely really small. Let's get the little tape measure on it. Have we got 1.5 inches? Yeah, we do. At about 40 millimeters, and overall under 4 inches, at 3 7/8, at about 19.5 or 9.5 centimeters. Sorry about that. 9.5, not 19.5 centimeters. Very small. Not terribly heavy, although not super lightweight for its size, seeing as how it's titanium. How I did that, I don't know. All right, weight. 1.48, so basically 1.5 ounces at 42 grams. Very lightweight. And you know what? You can get this Corvid Mini or Mini Corvid in a lot of different colors, materials, and of course 154 cm or S35VN. And this is a frame lock. There's your lockup. I mean, just doing this work on a tiny knife has got to be pretty insane on its own. I mean, you got a hardened steel insert in here. Right there. Over travel stop. And you can't make the screws that much smaller, right? So you got to kind of stay with standard hardware on that. And you know what? Just run you a little lanyard cord through there and hang it around your neck. Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, either that or just throw it in your pocket. What the heck? And you know, that's what I do with this. This will go in your fifth pocket. Just tuck it in there, and it's there. And I mean, it'll do some cutting tasks. Let's see if this flips out. There you go. Flip it out. And what will it cut? Something small. Not anything huge. Just like that. How about you, buddy? Okay. How about you, you little guy? Oh, okay. Whew. That's a monster. So yeah, S35VN. Right there. Check it out, White Mountain Knives. If you go to White Mountain, I've got a discount code for them. So 10% off. So a lot of these are 60, the 154 cm, $60. So 10% off of those. Okay. Or 10% off of the S35, okay? And you can get the, what's that, Tiffany Blue, is that what they're saying? And then this, of course, these are, and then now this is titanium handle if you don't want all the fancy work, okay? And that's $99.50, but then you get $9.50 off. And I think there's a few more, which are micarta, JG10, etc. So both a mix of, there's your bronze titanium one here, mix of S35 and or 154 CM. I thought this was way cool. So this is the one that I wanted to get and put on camera. I thought it was just interesting as hell. And you know, if you're going to have a small knife like this, obviously it's just it's also just a conversation piece that's interesting to a lot of people because it's so small, and yet the design is like some Mongo knife you would expect, right? So this here and this here. But this seems to, you know, be more intimidating, obviously. And this one, not so much. Hang it around your neck, throw it in your pocket. It has a blade, so you can cut. You can cut boxes open. You can do a lot of different things with it. But also, yeah, definitely a point of interest and conversation. And let me see how thick that is. Get my calipers out here. Yeah, it's 0.43 of an inch. It's not much thinner than like a Paramilitary 2 would be. Almost 11 millimeters. And let me see what the blade stock is. Put it right here on this. Oh, almost 3 millimeters, 2.8 at 0.11. Okay. So very light, very easy to carry. Obviously, it's a super mini and really not easy to go forward on there. I think that might be problematic. Two-finger knife. This is like, you know, when they did the little Reich Hummingbird and things like that. I think they're kind of cool. They're mini knives. So they're kind of their own little genre, aren't they? And let me see. I was going to bust it loose, and I'm not sure which way is... This doesn't seem copacetic, so maybe this is the better way. Now I got you locked down, buddy. There's no escape. And when I say buddy, I mean my knife buddy. I'm going to wipe these little bits down, don't I? But my knife buddy, it comes in handy. And there's that, right? Let me see. Number 6s on the body. Tiny little screws, aren't they? Let's see if we got ceramic bearings in here. Like, it's terribly important. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously it's not going to be a real drop shutty knife because there's not much to drop. And there it is. Okay. So what do we got here? Okay, we've got our little steel washer here that we put inside our titanium. And let me get my magnet back here on the stand. We've got bearings. There's bearing. And what else? And there's bearings. Okay. And there's our pivot, which is round. That's why I had to put a little bit of gusto on the other side to break it loose, because it does not have a squared off area on the pivot. There's your standoffs. I think we're solid. I mean, I think we're solid enough. Yikes. All right. We're good. And I don't know, but it don't need much more than a drop on here. Put the blade back on. You got your little hardened steel insert here over travel stops, ceramic detent ball. It's very clean. And bearings again. And a drop or two of oil. And slap it together, right? And that should be good. And then we can put the big old pivot screw back in here. Stand it up and walk it down. Okay, let's stabilize this side right here. And let's see what we got to do here. And let's make sure we're not cross-threading ourselves, that we're getting this right. I guess we are. We're okay. Just we gotta hold it in place. Okay, let's not get too carried away until we get these screws in here. 1 and 2. And our number 6. Right here. Throw this on the ground. They got a little bit of thread locker on them. Okay. I think we hit the bottom on this. Yeah, we got her. Now, let's see. Are we centered up? Well, looks like it. Have we got any play? Nope. Nope. So I guess we're good. So, hey, not a big deal. You know, I've done a video on the Corvid, but this is new that they're doing them in various different handle materials with S35VN. So if you didn't want a 154, you want, you know, top of the line steel. I mean, S35VN being a crucible powder and, you know, a lot of vanadium, and it's a super steel, right? So this is nice. And you can get, you know, micarta, G10, you can get it in bronze titanium, regular titanium, this kind of crazy pattern, whatever. And then, of course, you could default to the Mini if you want. And don't forget Big Daddy. Big Daddy, wow, crazy trio. All right, just thought I'd bring it back to you because of the new materials they're doing here on the Corvid. Now let's see if they do a mid-size one, right? The XL, the Mini, what's next? God only knows. Are they going to do this in titanium with S35? I don't know. Might be interesting. And you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.